ladies and gentlemen, students. The common perception about Indians is that we have a great capacity to do well in academics. Unfortunately, what is the common perception that is there about people who are passing out from the academic institutions? It is that they are not job ready. They don't have the skills which will allow them to perform well in companies where they are employed. So obviously there's a big gap somewhere. That is the gap that the National Education Policy has tried to address. With great vision, it has charted out a policy which we hope will change the face of education in India. It's targeting, the biggest change is that it's targeting a very holistic development of students, not only limited to domain knowledge which has been learnt by rote, written out in a similar way in the examination, but which will help them to experience, understand the basic concepts and learn to apply and create with it. So these are the big changes that the NEP is proposing to bring about. It's extremely ambitious, and we hope that a lot of it results in the outcome that have been envisaged. So a holistic person is somebody who is not only familiar with his textbooks, with the readings, but is able to communicate with his colleagues, with his seniors, with the outside society. Somebody who can problem solve with the knowledge that he has been giving. He has aptitude for critical thinking so that he can actually resolve the problems and the issues that come to him. So this is the biggest change that NEP is proposing to bring about. There are a lot of speakers in the two-day session. I'm sure that they're going to deliberate at length on each of the features of the new education policy. One of the things that I feel very strongly about is the National Research Foundation that is proposed, because in India we don't have an understanding about what the research, and we don't have a culture of research. The PhDs which are done in the universities are lying in the library shelves, collecting dust, not actually being used. So there is an innovation which is required, which needs to address the problems that we are facing in our day-to-day lives in so many sectors, in whether it is agriculture or urban planning or architecture, physical environment, whatever. So it's not only make in India, but make for India, because we are a different country from any other country in the world. And we have our own problems, we have our own set of resources, we have our own strengths and weaknesses. So this is something that hopefully should change in the near future. Other countries are spending more than 2% of their GDP on research. We are spending less than 1%. They're spending 3 times more than us, and that is why they're making rapid strides in development. There are lots of other things which the NEP proposes. I found it very attractive, these 2 points, so I thought I'll briefly mention them. Academic Bank of Credits is something else which I think is a very bold and daring experiment which will allow a lot of flexibility to people to come back and study whenever they feel it more convenient. If somebody has to drop out for any reason, he's a lifelong learner, he can come back and study later. I'm sure there'll be many deliberations on all of these. I wish you all the best.